Right now I'm going to apply some ink and use this stencil in my Bible. And I'm just going to start off with the Dusty Concord Distress Inks. I know they're kind of, it's a mess. I use it all the time. And I'm just going to do, I'm going to start with the purple and do some accents of blue and pink. So, put a little bit up here, and then I'm just So these stencils are designed to work, they actually fit perfectly in the margin of the standard journaling Bible. This one is by Crossways, and this is, I'll show you the cover of it. Oops. Well, it's a Crossway Journaling Bible, and it's the, let's see if I get the page back here. Oh, I don't want you to see that, but I'll cover that up. But this is the title page, and it's by Crossway Journaling Bible. It's the English Standard Version, which I love. So, anyway, so it's a self-portrait. Ah! Anyway, and so we designed these stencils to fit in the margin of this Bible. They, of course, will work in your journals, and this stencil could work with the cross butting up to the words, or with your cross running off the page, which is how I want to use it. So I'm going to flip my stencil upside down, and I'm going to trace, and I'm just going to use a tan colored, I think I'll use a gray pencil. Yeah, there's a gray. Sorry, I've got, there it is, my gray pencil. And I'm just going to just trace around the edges of this. Just for little guides, my pencil isn't very sharp, but that'll give you an idea of where the cross is. And then I'm going to go in with my pen, and I'm just going to use a Micron Pigma. I'm actually going to do a little test here. I'm going to put the day's date. So today's the 22nd. No, I think it's 23rd. Let's see how that, yeah, I'll have to be a little careful. That might have a little bit of shadowing. So we're just going to go kind of lightly with this. The stencils are meant to guide you, not necessarily to provide you with a definite pattern, but to give you confidence in drawing your own design there. So use them as a guide, and don't get all caught up on making it look just like the stencil or having the breaks of the stencil. I like to do it in pencil and then fill in those breaks like that. I'm sorry that I wrote that line there. I didn't want that. I want the cross to be, I'm going to actually flip it over here and here. And I'm going to There. And run that right off. Well, that's my bad. There we go. Even though the cross has been put on like this, of course I want my words to be readable, so I'm going to flip it back over to the right side, and I'm going to start arranging these words how they will fit. And for this, I'm going to go directly with my pen. And now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to do a little bit of coloring. I'm using my light gray. I'm going to take a purple and I'm just going to go around kind of to give a shadow a little bit and intensify the color around the cross. There, that just makes that purple stamping pop a little bit. Also, you can take a blending pencil, and this is just this is actually a Prismacolor blending pencil, and you can use that to work that color pencil deeper into the page and blend out some of those strokes and pull that color further away. Here you can see I applied some of the blue on top of the purple, and it really makes that bluish tone pop. Blend the pink up into the purple. And then up here, it's almost like adding water to a watercolor pencil. You can really pull that color around. That blue's a little bit deep for me, but I'm going with it. There, you could smooth out that gray on there. There. And I'm going to accentuate the scripture that we are concentrating on, and I just put a very light color so your eye can be pulled over there. Sometimes, if you need a straight line, And that's all I'm going to do to that page. Just a really quick page. Oh, actually, I am going to fill in all my letters with black. And then that's all I'm going to do. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll check out the video I did on preparing the page using the gesso. I used the Art Basics Gesso Clear on this one, and I applied it by using a old savings card from one of our local stores. And so a card that I'm not using anymore, by the way, because it kind of screws it up. But anyway, it's a way to make a nice smooth application. And if you watched that video, you saw how wrinkled the page was when it was wet. Now you can see how smooth it is now that it's dry. The gesso cleans up with water, and it gives your page, if you're using color pencils, a really nice tooth, they say, or a bite. It gives it a grit to the page, which is, I love with the color pencils because it just makes them, gives a lot more color on your page. So I like using the gesso for that. And I do that especially in my Tomo River journals and in the Bibles, because you could have some bleed through if you didn't prepare your page. And we don't even have hardly any shadowing at all, because we did put that gesso down.